Hey friends, this is John Klein III, and welcome to episode 40 of Shadow and Flame with Magic, the podcast. And we are going to review the Flash movie today, so let's get to it. And joining me today for the 7th historic time is Walker D. Whirl.
Yay!
And once again, thank you to Francisco for providing the theme song to the podcast. We had some discussion about would a DC movie be outside the purview of the podcast, and it turns out no. If we want to do an episode outside of Marvel movies and X-Men and Kate Pride, then I guess that's what we do. And then next week we will do Trial of Jean Grey part 6 of 6. Unless something... So. Yeah, let's hope so. But we're recording this on Sunday, Father's Day. I was just telling my wife and son about how I'm pretty sure this is the best Father's Day of my 9 years of being a father. So thank you to those two.
Yay.
I got some cool presents I uploaded a video of on Jackal SIII.
Mm-hmm.
Standouts were definitely the two Jean Greys, the movie Jean Grey, Dark Phoenix, and comic book Dark Phoenix, as well as Dr. Anna Picard's Super Sex book and Leah Williams's Exterminators. So I'm loving those thus far. And now, episode 40, the Flash movie. So no spoilers, but do you like it? Love it?
Yeah, I loved it.
I know, I sort of dug it too. And let's get to it. So spoiler heavy. Any favorite moments?
My favorite moment when they saw a clip about 1966 Batman, a OG Batman.
Okay, man, you like to just jump to the end of movies. But yes, so the movie... Oh, shoot, I didn't say heavy spoilers first. Heavy spoilers now, everybody. Yes, so Flash, as we know him from the Zack Snyder movies, goes back in time to save his mom because his dad's court appeal's coming up and they already know they're going to lose it, the appeal. And so in thinking about wishing to reset time, Barry goes back in time, even though Ben Affleck's Batman tells him not to do that because their pain is what makes them who they are today. And then because he goes back in time, not only does he change the past, but he changes all the past. And we even get a new Batman, or should I say an old Batman. That's right, y'all. Michael Keaton, 1989 Batman, has returned. Also, a fun thing is that Little Mermaid came out in 89, and now we have a new Mermaid. And Indiana Jones 3, The Last Crusade, came out in 89. And we've been watching all the Indiana Jones movies today, but we just stopped at the third one in the middle. So it's just... And Indy's last movie comes... Well, what they're saying is his last movie. So 1989 is back in a big bad way, y'all. And so not only is the past changed, but all of past changes, because there's a moment when they're talking about how like Superman never came to the planet, and I was like, well, that doesn't. But like Wonder Woman's not a thing, and it's like, well, wouldn't Wonder Woman be a character from the 40s? But nope, gone or not present. And then in the climactic battle, when they're fighting Zod, we see all these alternate timelines coming to the foe, and one of them is the 1966 Batman. I don't know, I had to do all this preamble because you jumped right to it.
Oh yeah, 1966 Batman. Okay, at the very end of the movie, Flash goes to court.
Oh.
And after that, After that, the dad wins the case.
Yes.
Except, Flash met his mom, and she touched her face. That means her touched his face. After that, he goes back After that, of course, that changes something, right? After that, he goes to court. After that, you make Wednesday. After that, the dad actually gets the tomato sauce. That means this big proof about that. After that, he gets out of jail. After that, he says, Bruce Wayne, Bruce Wayne. After that, he sees his car. After that, someone comes out. The Batman and Robin movie. Batman.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, yes. Something like that.
Yes, because in the original timeline, they have a video that shows that his dad was not home to kill Barry's mother. But unfortunately, in the video, he never looks up at the camera. And so when Barry realizes... Because at first, he wants to change the past, but not change anything crucial. So the very first thing was that his mom told his dad to get a second can of tomato sauce. And so at first, he went back in time and put a second can of tomato sauce in the cart, and then she lives. But then all this bad stuff happened, and so he has to go back in time, take the tomato sauce, making sure she dies. But this time, he decides that what he would do is move the tomato sauce to the top of the shelf. And so that way in the camera, he actually lifts his face up and you can see it. And it doesn't change anything because it's so insignificant. Like, it will only affect Barry's dad. And so then he gets proven innocent. And then hopefully he just gets a lot of money for all the wrongful conviction case, but they don't go into all that detail. And then we see Iris West, or Movie Berry's Iris West, and we thought we recognized her, but I looked at her filmography and I do not recognize her. So maybe she just has a pair of kind eyes that we saw.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Old Chief Flass. Old Chief Flass.
Yeah, Jay Garrett.
Yeah, Jay Garrett.
And officially no CW characters show up. So I don't even know who this Jay Garrett is. I know we haven't done much Easter egg or explanations, but yeah, Jay Garrett's there from something. Oh, my big surprise was that Nick Cage shows up from the failed Kevin Smith scripted movie. And yes, Robotic Spider is there. And long-haired Nick Cage is there. Heat visioning the mechanic spider. He gets a lot of like attention given. So that's cool to see. I'm curious to see if Kevin Smith gets any money from that, but pretty fun shout out. And then we also see Christopher Reeves and Helen Slater's Supergirl, which I forget why Christopher Reeves didn't show up for the Supergirl movie. I thought it was a scheduling conflict or something. Like, my memory is that it wasn't him going like, no, dog, I'm not making that movie. Smell you later. Like, I feel like it was scheduling conflicts, and that's why he couldn't make it. Trying to think, is there any other things in that moment? Oh, and we see new Supergirl, and because the satellites show that a Kryptonian ship gets taken to a Russian black room, just like in the Flashpoint animated movie, and maybe the comics, but we didn't. I never read the Flashpoint comics. Which, speaking of which, I like to tell people mostly on Twitter, because that's where I chat with people now, but about how my DC Comics dumb pretty much goes from Crisis on Infinite Earths to Flashpoint. And then after that, they create the New 52, and I think they've relaunched one more time after that, or rebooted. And so I have a nice 30-year run of DC Comics that is just in a nice pocket dimension now. And thankfully we got Chase Cameron from that. Though I do understand that Chase Cameron got into the New 52. But when asked my favorite DC character, Chase Cameron's my answer. I keep saying Chase Cameron. Her name's Cameron Chase. Chase is her last name. I'm the worst. Let's see here. What else? Oh, post-credit scene. We got Aquaman.
As truck.
Yeah, a drunk Aquaman. In the original, Bruce calls Ben Affleck. Bruce calls Barry in to help Gotham because there's a bomb going off, and then we see Ben Affleck in a gray and blue suit, which is cool. Except it has these weird circles around his belly, which I'm like, I don't know what purpose that serves. But then they're about to. Ben Affleck Batman has a bad guy ready to not let him drop in the ocean in the Gotham Lake because he holds all these vials, and the vials touch the water, then it's just going to be contaminated, and half the city's going to die, of course. And then who saves them?
Flash.
No.
Batman.
No.
Wonder Woman.
Yes, Wonder Woman. Someone got caught not listening. And then Wonder Woman saves them using the lasso of truth. And she goes, "Are you safe?" And then Ben Affleck Batman says that he is safe, but because of the nature of his being, he doesn't feel comfortable saying thank you like he would most people. And then he realizes that the lasso of truth is still around his hand. And then he tells some more truths about how the whole Batman concept is overcompensating because of, he lost his parents and he's just trying to do the best he can. And then the bad guy says some truths. And then Barry says about how he's aware of what sex is, but he's not sure if he'll ever experience it. So there's some funny stuff. My wife pointed out that there were some bad words in there, so she questioned if it was even PG-13, but it's got to be. Well, I heard that new Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is supposed to be a hard PG-13, so who knows what that entails. I feel like we got most of the plot. I thought Michael Keaton Batman was amazing. Yeah. And yes, it is another multiverse movie. With Marvel doing multiverse, DC doing multiverse. It's just something we're doing. And I sort of do want the Michael Keaton face or helmetless Pop Funko.
And you know what's the saddest part in the movie?
What was the saddest part?
He died.
Yes, Michael Keaton's Batman does die. But then also that whole timeline dies, so. But yeah, they keep trying to fight, and then I think it takes 3 times, and then finally Zack Snyder, Barry goes, like, nah, we gotta just fix time. Like, this whole thing was never supposed to happen. I thought The Flash did pretty good. There's a moment in the beginning where I'm like, I don't care for this version of The Flash, but the uniform's pretty good. It's pretty sleek versus being a very hard, spiky suit. I thought him doing both characters worked. What was it, 19-year-old version, and let's say 25-year-old version. That seemed fine. So all Justice League showed up except for Cyborg and Superman himself, the Henry Cavill. What's Cyborg's name? Do I have it in my head? Ray Fisher. So nice that we got most of the Justice League, and I completely understand Ray Fisher not showing back up. Let's see here. I feel like that covers most things. But sometimes we start recording and I go like, oh, we should have added that, but 18-year-old Barry borrows so when they get their powers, because coincidentally the day proper Barry goes back in time and then to the present, he it's the same day that he's going to get his powers. And so when past Barry gets hit, the lightning goes through proper Barry and then takes away his powers, but then gives past Barry both powers, I guess, but he's not stronger. And so we get some fun, like, tutoring moments. And then later he douses himself with chemicals and lightnings himself and does not get his powers that way, which I want to say was true in Flashpoint, the animated movie, where Thomas Wayne's is constantly like, we do it again, I guess. And then Supergirl flies him up, and then finally the natural lightning gives him his powers. So that was pretty interesting. And then Michael Keaton Batman tells him the how time travel really works, which is like, dang, everyone has an opinion how time travel works. I always like how the Marvel Comics time travel works, where if you go back in time, all you do is create a separate timeline, and then either you get back to your present or you go into the present of the alternate timeline. So that's just a clean way to do time travel. And I like to think if time travel was real, that's how it worked too. Like, time will keep itself safe.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the movie?
Well, can I say a thing about a old movie? The Justice League movie.
Sure.
Well, I guess the Superman still stole the world, and this movie was like Flash, like time travels, tries to save him in the Justice League. Says, Lois Wayne is the key. Now.
Oh yeah.
Has Batman detected her?
Yeah.
Has Superman destroyed the world yet? Has it all happened yet?
Yeah, that's a good question. But I'm trying to remember, did he go back in time and tell Bruce that? I thought he said Lois was the solution.
What?
I thought he says, like, you gotta save Lois. Lois is important. Not Bruce himself is important.
No, he said Lois Wayne. No, Lois.
Yeah, Lois Lane.
Lois Lane is the key.
Yeah.
That's what.
But I don't know if that ever pays itself off, does it?
I don't know.
Yeah, these are good questions. I want to say, because I don't think she does play that crucial of a role in the Justice or Batman versus Superman. Because I think this Flash shows up in 3 movies: Batman versus Superman for a hot second, Justice League, both versions, and then the Flash movie himself. And a special CW Crisis of Infinite Earths very quick guest appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Which, honestly, I don't know why they couldn't just throw in a little CW appearance. Because then you could have gotten Wesley Shipp's Flash, and that would have been incredible. Trying to think of anything else. I feel like... Amazing to see the 1989 Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that. They never drove it, but they sat in it. That's got to be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
We see a lot of the bat plane. Mm-hmm. We saw like 8 bat suits, but no information about why he picked one or why he moved on to the others. He retired from being Batman because Gotham was like the safest city in the world. So then he's just been relaxed and chill. Yeah. And, he has long hair and a beard, and then he just shaves and cuts his own hair, and he's Batman again.
That's the only thing he had to do. He just had to do that and be Batman.
Oh, there's a couple references. Like they said, if you want to get nuts, let's get nuts from the first Batman movie. He said... he asked about how much people weigh, like he did Vicky Vale in the first movie. Which I'm not even sure was the last Kim Basinger movie I've seen, but hopefully she's doing well. I feel like there was a third... and then he said, I'm Batman. But, I mean, of course he was going to say it. Let's see our trailers. We saw the Blue Beetle trailer, and that looked fun. James Gunn has said that Blue Beetle movie will be the first movie in his new DC canon. And then his Superman would be the first official movie made for the DC canon. But I guess Blue Beetle made the cut of not being too contradictory. So that's nice. And then Aquaman in December or whatever will be the last DCEU movie. And then I guess we just refer to the other movie as James Gunn canon movies. Let's see here. Supergirl actress did a great job. My wife immediately, once they found her inside that tiny globe, was like, yeah, get her in the sun and she should get all of her powers. And that was pretty fun. They put a baby in a microwave, and at one point I was like, even to save a baby, I feel like you should never show a baby being put in a microwave, as some, hopefully no 8-year-old kid goes like, I know what to do. I want to put a baby brother in the microwave. So, because that's the last thing this movie needs is that around its neck as an albatross. It has enough problems going for it.
Like they're trying to say, I want to be the Flash, and
Yeah.
I want a quick scene. And look at this, I have a toy baby, a toy beauty,
Oh.
and a microwave, and a baby. And also I have a bunch of baby brothers I can use for the scene. One dog, and my mom.
And so because Proper Barry gets his powers back, Past Barry needs his own Flash suit until he turns an old Batman uniform into the Flash suit, and it's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
He cuts off the ears and just paints over the bat symbol and puts a rugged lightning bolt in there. I think we're exhausting all the points.
Yeah.
There is a post-credit sequence of Aquaman, but during the credits, we just see a dog falling from the original rescue mission. It's a little funny, but it's mostly just that. And we skipped out any movie memorabilia. Like, there was a Flash cup and a Flash bucket, but we were cool with not getting them. Now there was a Batman only cup. I may have been tempted to get that. Let's see here. My wife, her birthday's this Sunday, so I need to go to Walmart and buy birthday cards from me and Walker D. But hopefully I can see if there's any Flash, Bruce Wayne, Pop Funkos, and maybe they'll buy one for old dad. But shh. Secrets.
I hear to that.
Oh,
of
no.
it.
Oh no, secrets.
I hear my dad say secrets. Did you hear that?
Secrets.
Did you guys hear that again? He said secrets again.
Oh, secrets.
Did you just see secrets again?
Oh.
Did you say secrets? Secrets. Secrets. Mario.
All right, everyone. Well, that was the Flash movie. We really dug it. I don't see us ever buying it, but it'd be fun to revisit some scenes if they ever come with YouTube or whatever. Any last thoughts?
We haven't did the Mario movie yet.
Yeah, or the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
But we worked on a little video project I want to sort of do, like maybe the end goal, but I want to make like 6 videos in my silly little build up I have. But I think I have a direction I want to go in, so maybe I'll start making some content on the old channel. Speaking of YouTube channels, where can they find you, sir?
Walker D. World.
Nice. And then you can follow the blog at shadowandflameofmagic.com, which is turning 10 years old on June 30th. Already got a post drafted, so look forward to that. And after that, we're going to do some additional reviews that I saw I have in drafts, so I'll make sure those are ready to go, because I don't know why I didn't publish them in the past, but hey, we're going to get them done now. And then you can follow me on Twitter and YouTube at Jacko SII. You can see the aforementioned Father's Day presents on there and some posts I wrote on Twitter. I try to keep it mostly fun. I can't tell you how many times I write a post and then I'm just like, that seems negative, and I just don't post it. Or And a lot of times I try to make a joke and I'm like, this doesn't seem funny, and I just delete it. Like I don't know. If it gets any backlash or I could perceive some silly comments, I'm like, we're good. And you can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at SNFWM, the N spelt out. And thank you for listening. And if you will subscribe wherever you find your favorite podcasts, that will help us grow. And feel free to rate and leave a message. All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye.